Welcome back to Riven. Oh yeah, we're in the sub, and that's kind of why I didn't play this for a couple of days, because I'm like, oh, the sub. This could really bake your bacon boiled wrongly if you... if you don't note down where you're going. So I'm gonna note down, starting right here. Okay, this is the sub, so... not even giving myself more space. This is the starting point. Start. Because yes, I remember back in the day, this was a thing. So here is where we start. We are, well, let's see here. So this is like the direction we're gonna go, and this is the direction we're turned. This is really cool though. I don't know, I love these FMvehicles, if you will. But, okay, I'm not gonna do any of that fancy stuff. I'm just gonna go, and I'm gonna map it out as I go. Okay? Okay, so let's just go forward and see where it takes us. Right. So this is like a triangle place. This is gonna be a whole lot of this just kind of going underwater. These sound. So we go right, and it's like here, and then there's like there, and there's like some other place there. This let's just see if we can. We can't. So this is not. Okay, I'm gonna put circles if we can get up, and like I guess X's if we can't or something. So right. Well, let's turn around and see what's behind us. I could just kind of go in a circle. I don't know. I've seen some pretty harsh criticism of Riven on the net. No. That's the wrong. Whatever. I don't know. I mean, there's puzzles that just don't make logical sense at all, and then there's puzzles that do, but you have to think really deeply. The thing is, back when I was trying to be famous, I played this game called, what was it? I feel terrible, I've forgotten. It was a really awesome game that's like about environmental destruction, but it was black and white and you had an axe. I don't know. Anyways, I can't remember what I was gonna say about it. Puzzles. Oh yeah, and it had this one puzzle with valves where it was ultra real life like you had to know like which way the valves turned. Oh. Dude, this is an amazing. Look at that rippling water. This just it looks like I could reach out and touch it. I cannot wait to play friggin' Starry Expanse in VR and go to this part. I mean, goddamn. The VR rig is freaking expensive. One day, man, yeah. And anyways, and I couldn't solve it because I was trying to think in game logic. That's the problem. We've all been trained for decades to think in video game logic, to sort of abstract, to say like, okay, I know in real life this thing would work in such and such a way, but in games it always works this other way. So when games work in a really simple real life way that someone who hadn't played games before would probably get instantly, I don't get it because I'm just like, no, it doesn't make game sense, and I don't realize. I'm just thinking it'd be super cool if we could have more games that were like actually real like that. Like, okay, you know the wait, hang on, I have to mark this freaking thing down. The dark mod mission, I believe it's called the Nanaimo Manor. I think it was that one. It was a mansion, but then there was this crypt entrance. So like this, it's some form of docks, but I'm not really sure. It's lower docks? Okay, so behind, this is like docks. Ducks? Yeah, but in the Nanaimo Manor. Okay, so I think we're at the end of the line. Let me just check. Yes. So, there was this one door that led into the crypts, and you had to put this little stone disc in a little slot for a stone disc in the wall or something in order to get in. And the cool thing was, and I think I probably mentioned this on the video, but I'll mention it again. The cool thing was is that you had to just carry this stone slab. There was no frob highlighting. There was no gamey, like, indications. No, like, blip with some sparkles when you did it. Nothing like that. It was all just you carrying this physical thing and putting it with the physics engine into the physical indent in the wall. And yeah, so it felt really cool. It felt real. No frob highlighter, nothing. So I'm thinking if we could have games like that that would somehow just like subtly teach you that that's what you gotta do, it would feel so much more real. Because games to me, I mean, I like games and I play them a lot, but it seems to me like we've gotten to this bit of a rut where we have all these rules of good game design. And that's good. Sorry, I'm having to say this while concentrating. Oh, and this is the gallows. So if we carry on over here... Gallows. Right. So... But it's like, if you know what the rules of good game design are, you can pretty much predict how games are going to do things. I mean, you don't know the exact details of how they're going to do it, or the little things, but you know tons of things about what's going to happen. And I mean, I get it, because if it wasn't like that, I guess I think this is just the one path, then the game would be crappy and not fun. But I'm just thinking, early games like Zelda 1, for instance. Okay. That's weird. This is a 4-lane thing. Sorry, it's just not a good time for me to be talking about this. Zelda... Zelda 1 had this... It didn't have any indications for what walls you could bomb or what bushes you could burn. It had no story it shoved in your face like there was one in the manual, but you just play the game, it just drops you into this world, and it feels, to this day, so real, even though the graphics don't look real and everything's really old and primitive, but it's because it doesn't give you any gamey stuff. It just drops you into a world, and it's like, here, explore. And you never know what wall might be bombed or what bush might be burned. And on one hand, that's bad game design because it's just like a bunch of trial and error. I acknowledge that. But on the other hand, you've got 3 hands. No, you've got only 2 hands. On the other hand, that coral's nice. On the other hand, I'm a rapper. On the other hand, I have brown hair. On the other hand, my hair is long. On the other hand, see, now I actually made myself forget. It makes the world feel way more immersive. So I'm just thinking if there's some way we could take that one aspect of the world feeling like a real living world that you can just explore and there's no gamey layer on top, but then at the same time also not make it frustrating to play. I don't know if that can be done, I guess maybe, but that would be really interesting to me. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. Hey, finally a ladder I can actually freaking go up. Awesome, so... Let me just see what this is. It's this... Okay, so... We went here. This is... Well... I should probably distinguish these 2 lines. This is a ladder with a big old chin. Right. This is the switch cave, or the baseball bat cave. Bat cave. Remember that Shadow Warrior video where I randomly called it Secrets of the Bat Cave or something? And, this freaking guy replied saying that the title is a lie and I didn't find any secrets. And I'm like, dude, first of all, the title wasn't supposed to be saying I found secrets. It was just a stupid title. And secondly, yes, I did find... He said I didn't find a single secret, and that's a complete lie. I did. I didn't find all of them, but yeah, like, why would you lie? The people that get mad because of something, like when they say why they're mad, it's for a reason that's not true. So since it's not true, there's no reason for them to be mad. So why are they mad? Breaks my brain. Anyways, so we can deduce from these switches here that, you know, 2 ladders are up, well, that we've seen so far, so probably these other things. I mean, you can even switch these ladders, like, why would you want to do that? Yeah, so if you don't find this cave, you'll be frustrated as hell, but you just note down where you go. This is an old school sort of sensibility type game where you got to take notes, and you're gonna have fun, dang it. Yes. But I think I was even wanting to say something else about realism in games, but now I can't just remember at all what it was. I just love this rippling water. It looks so real, I could just reach out and touch it. I think I said that before. But anyway, dead end. Yes. So far we haven't had to switch direction much at all. But... But yeah, FMV games, verisimilitude. God, I have to go walk and watch my footage so I can remember the incredible point. Oh yeah, puzzles, I guess. Puzzles that are just not logical, and then puzzles that are, but you have to think deeply. I like to get into that state, even though it's hard to get into, where you're thinking about a game as real, and you're logically reasoning about it as it's real life. Like, I was disappointed with some parts of Abduction because I kept coming up with these really clever, complex solutions to puzzles that I thought were a solution. I felt so smart, but then it turns out it wasn't that. Like that thing I said where, oh, I bet you gotta shoot one of these beams through the teleporter wall, and then it comes out the other side and hits something else, but that didn't happen. And I'm like, so... yeah, I guess I kind of like a certain level of frustration. Also, okay, so I came from... So now I'm facing there, right. Well, I guess let's try... maybe I'll head left. I don't know, seems like the lucky thing today. But yeah, some people just don't like running around in this beautiful, amazing world and thinking a lot about, like, I don't know. Some of the criticism I've heard, I'm like, dude, you're just impatient. That's not, like, there's nothing illogical about this. Except maybe the fish thing. But, like, if I was really thinking about real life, if I was really paying attention to what I read, which I don't usually, but if I was... Okay, so I went left. So there's... Okay. There's nothing illogical or stupid here. It's hard, yeah, but... Oh, so it's left. So this is the... Well, let's just see what it is. I don't know. It's a building of some kind. It's dark. But then again, I don't know for sure because I remember half the solutions anyway. But yeah, it's a school house. School. For no reason. Yeah, that doesn't look good. But, you know, Polly want a cracker?
Terekoi Danni, Kibayem Revat, Arroyem Betig Tavom, Gabodona Gayem.
Tarakoidani. He doesn't sound like he's pronouncing it right. I don't know. Every language except English must be pronounced like this. Tarakoidani. Long fish with real language, but I don't know what it says. There's some bit of Dunny. I think it's on that beautiful elevator that's written wrong, like it's written with the characters, but it's somehow wrong, like it's a transcription. character to character instead of, like, it's writing English words in the Dunny language instead of Dunny words. Yeah, so it's got all this fancy stuff. So why would we want to come here? Well, I'll tell you, it's for this bucket. No, oh, it's for this, you know, for this fruit, which kind of looks like Mist 3 fruit. Biggity spoiler. This, I guess, is him grading a guy and giving a big old fat... If that's a star fruit, that's an actual real life thing, or there's a real life thing that's similar anyway. They had it in a regular grocery store one time when I was a kid, but I guess it's expensive and annoying to get, so they didn't have it anymore. So here, well, let's just see what it does. I mean, it's fairly gruesome, but then again, Gen is gruesome. Gruesome Gen. They called him Gruesome Gen, and then he grew some, and then he, you know, ruined their world. Eight. So there's 8 shoots. So here's where you learn the number. Now this is pretty fun if you're going off camera. At least I found it to be so. But then again, I like repetitive tasks like playing fetch with a stick. Anyways, 8. So this is 8 with an arrow pointing left. So let's get our numbers straight. Okay, let's see here. Arrow going left is 8. Now, this takes as long as you would think, so I don't know if I'm going to film this whole thing or what, but you can kind of... Seven. Okay, this is a rocket ship. So, yeah, the thing is I have to be silent when I'm counting the counts because they're counting... Now, you may get the impression eventually that this number system... 6. Window is 6. From this number system eventually that it's base 5. That's not actually the case, however, because there's that... Remember that age that was like Gen's bliffily blurred? Well, it doesn't make sense if it's base 5 to put Erd there, so I think it's base 25 or something weird like that. But anyway, we could at least watch a dude get eaten by a fork. And I've forgotten to write down the actual numbers, as you've been yelling at me. Oh my god, this is the worst. Well, I can start now, okay? This is 9. That's 7. Was that 8? Oh, hell. Now I don't remember. You see, this... Like, I want to show this because I want to show my thought process and, like, I want to show myself writing the notes so you can see, but this is probably not very good Let's Play material. And I probably won't even know what this... Oh. Yeah, see, he gets eaten before it even happens. Well, maybe I'll just kind of cut to me discovering the numbers. Yeah, that seems like an okay idea. And it's the same one with the same result. But yeah, see you in a minute. Okay, so you see we're starting to see a pattern. So this is 3, and this I think was 8. So that probably means that just this line here would be 5. Like, let's just hypothesize. See, I don't know. This is like super fun, but you guys probably find it super boring. Let's just say, is this 5? Question mark? All right. Yeah, it is. Awesome. So yeah, you can start putting them together. This is a lot like the abduction number system. Well, it's not, but I mean, it's a number system. So, yeah, you could say 3 plus 5 is 7. Or, no. Oh my god, you guys, I did it again! What? I just totally did it again and I didn't even mean to joke. 8, 3, and 5. It's 8. 8. 8. Thing is, you end up getting a lot of the same numbers, so I guess it's not that great design. Like, this is 100% realistic, and I guess this is what I'm talking about. It's cool because it's 100% real. This could work in real life. Like, if you just have this spinny thing that's random, you could actually learn the numbers this way in real life. That's cool. But it's not cool when it's just random and you can get the same thing over and over again. So maybe you can't have it be real and be gamed. I don't know. Philosophy. Yeah, that's 4. Because, you know. Because 5 and 4 is 9. Yeah, you just have to, like, wait for them to get caught, because you know if the numbers... And yeah, see? Oh, hey, guess what? It's something we already know. 1! Oh my god. 1 is always just... 1. 2... So, yeah, like I'm saying, if you can put the numbers together, you don't necessarily have to, like, go through all this stuff. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, presuming that 10 is all it's going to tell me, I don't know if it is. I'll try spinning a few more times just see if it gives me anything higher than 10. I'm not sure if it does, but eh. Oh yeah, and you can't actually skip this scene either. I'm pounding on escape. This game, not perfect. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna give me anything higher than 10. I mean, it makes... Counting to 10 is like a schoolyard thing. Schoolroom thing. So... Let's end with a great big old chomp. And that's what happens at the gallows, too. That ground that I closed under the gallows when I was way up there and being king. If it was open, a wark would jump... a wark would jump out. Thanks for fixing my cow lamp. Oh, and eat you, I guess. So... We've learned the numbers. Now that wasn't so bad, was it? No. So that's the school. Apparently. So, we're back to the... Yeah, this whole episode, we're in the lake. We're in the drink. Hope you liked it, because it's probably going to have to end soonish. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Let's at least map the whole lake before doing a thing. So yeah, I guess the fish part of the puzzle might be slightly questionable, but I really can't think of any other part that's bullshit in this game. It's just like, it's logical. You just gotta think hard. Okay, so, coming from the school... Oh, I gotta turn around. I think. Yeah. But yeah, these bubbles in the water, I never knew why they were that or why that tunnel underwater could exist when I was a kid. So I think... So coming from there, boo, 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 now I want to go to the right. So yeah, it was better then, but... I don't know. This place is kind of relaxing, except kind of frustrating. This is sort of that Christine mission thing, that one mission where I accidentally said something nasty because I was like, oh, this freaking mission with underwater tunnels, bleh. It's kind of like that. Wait a minute. Have I been here already? I don't know. Isn't this just the docks? Wait. This is the start. So that means I messed up my bearings at some point because we still should be able to go here. No, this takes you back to the start. Which means this like goes all the way back there. Yeah. See, it doesn't matter if we get the shape right. What really matters is just that we get all our paths right. So, the gallows. If I want to go to the gallows, then I could just kind of keep going this way. Okay. And here's that thing that I said I wouldn't remember, but I did remember that I'm going to talk about this game that seems like a game-breaking bug, but actually isn't, but it's not very well conveyed that it isn't, okay? So yeah, there's that red ring on the rock. Don't really know what that is, but it's memorable, so whatever. And I guess now we're here, so we just kind of go again. Let's go. Again. I hope I don't accidentally end up creeping one of these, like, last Thief video, I was just like, I want to love them and hug them, and just, it sounded a bit weird to me, I don't know. But, there's nothing wrong with lugging and hoving. H to the Uzo, V to the Izzy. Yes, I'm vaguely aware of danceries. I think this is it then? Let's get ourselves hunged. God, the views. Deja news. Because there's this thing called news groups that exist on the internet. Super old school. It's like alt dot whatever, and it's just weird. And there was one way to read them called Deja News. It sounds like that Iowa lady where she's just like, I know what we can call it, Deja News. Just, I don't know. It's like rice bites. Deja News. It doesn't quite rhyme, but almost. So, yeah, if we couldn't stand on here, then we couldn't stand on here. God, I can reach out and touch it. Ugh. Anyways, hey, check this out. So there's like 2 different ways to get hanged, I guess. Not really sure, but hey. This would be a little spookerific in VR, I guess. Okay, so here's the thing that looks like a game-breaking bug but isn't, okay? So, imagine we hadn't, say, gone to the schoolhouse and hadn't learned our numbers. Once we get up here, we can't actually go back down. They could easily just let us go back down, but they just didn't implement it. So, you can't go back down, your sub is still down there, there's no other way to get back into the sub, so if you didn't learn your numbers, you're like, holy crap, you're boned. But you're not, because if you just wait a long time or leave the island and come back or some combination of that, the sub appears back at the start. But there's nothing that would tell you that, so I thought this was maybe like a scum VM bug or something, but nope. So in case you're playing and that happens, yeah. But it's pixely enough that you can't quite tell if his eyes are open and he can see me or not. Still. Still. So before we do anything with that, let's just, you know. Right, so now I can get back up. So I can get back up here. But, you know, I can't go to the schoolhouse, or so I think. But anyways, before we mess with this thing on the wall, however, let's see if we can maybe get any further in deciphering this dome code. So, okay, so we know that... you see, this is why I'm thinking, because I didn't get any, like, rotations. But the thing is, the thing that helps us with the dome code is we know that it's sequential. The numbers are not out of order because we have to put the little stickily things in order. So that we mean that this is the least one. I kind of don't... How did I figure this out before? So, what is the rotator? So, if this is 10... Oh, wait. If this is 10... How is this... That's 2. 1 and 2. So, this is 10, so that means, like, everything is rotated that way, which means 3 would be, like... 10 plus... Why is 10 this? Shouldn't 10 be that? No, it can't be because... So, but if everything is rotated over that way, then 11, like, hypothesizing here, hypothesis. Sorry about my messy writing, I'm trying to do it fast. Also, I'm terrible at writing. Hypothesis, 11 would be this. So that means that 3... Wait. So 11. 11... So, okay, so that means that if we put the thing here, this is 10, this is 2, that's 10 plus 2, so does that mean that this is 12? If that's the case, then this has to be less than 12, so that is 1 plus 10, that's 11, I guess. We'll call that 11, right? 11, 12. This... we just have no idea, but that's 1 plus whatever the heck that is. So, if we look at the way the numbers go here, 5 is that, so 15, but if it's not really base 5, but you kind of think it's base 5, so... like, if 10 is... okay, 10 is 2 rotated over that way, so that means it's 2 times 5. So that means this rotated is like 3 times 5. So I think this might be 15. If that's the case, that could work. Which means that this is 16. And this, okay, so that's 4 rotated once over, which means it is 4 times 5, which is 20, I think. Is this... no, 24? Is this 24? I don't know, just sort of a hypothesis, but the nearest dome is kind of far away. I don't know, let's just do this first. Good luck to the Starry Expanse team for reading this low-res text there. Probably won't be perfectly true unless they can find some resources. But whatevs. The dude and or lady is gone. But what's this? Nothing. Oh. But what's this? It's a drain. It's got some filth in it. The last 400 bites were not so good. Maybe the next one will be better. I'm funny by imitating other people. Hey. I've always liked the sound of that. Just kind of drippy. Like it's all light. Like... I don't know. It's a weird thing to like, but yeah. That's cool. So, now I'm faced with kind of a choice. I could go in here. Well, let's just go in here and see what it is. Oh. So we can pull this up to, you know, have it move again. But now we're kind of clicking around in the dark, and again, we don't really know unless our cursor flickers, which it doesn't. Oh, I just love this. This scene affects me emotionally so much. Just this simple... it's got this sort of melancholic feel to it. I don't know what it is. But you can turn on the light. So, by turning on the light, you can end up turning the... I don't know, this is kind of cool. This is sort of like a walking sim puzzle. It's not like a... oh. Like, it's not really a thinking puzzle so much, but it's just like a neat thing that just does something. You know. So that's neat. But, as we saw... there's this door here. And you can swing it at glorious 15 frames a second. Now comes this stunning, amazing room. Oh, yes. Stun. So you see, there's whatever that is, and we are surrounded by aminals. So if we look at them, there's all kinds of glorious images for birds, fish, well, some sort of fish, weird anteater creature. And let's see if we can't find one. Well, there's something that looks like a sunner. So, as you can see, we do have some animals noted down here. So, actually, we can actually figure out the numbers on those as well, I forgot. So, 2, and I have 2 up above 1, but whatever. This is 2, right? Beetle is 2. Sunner, well, that's 4, I remember that. Frog, that's what, 3? Yes. See, 3 is spiky, even Riven agrees. I think they're kind of trying to put them like real numbers, like 4 kind of looks like this, and that's like got a, you know, right angle, and that's a right angle. 2 is kind of got like that in it, so that, yeah, that helps you remember. But this is 5. And then, this, well, we got 2, 3, 4, and 5, so here's when I say you can guess. This is probably 1. Right? So, I think I missed something in the lake, actually. But I don't know. But that's probably 1. You can guess because these kind of 2, 3, 4, and 5 go in sequence. But I'm not gonna try to solve this puzzle just yet. That was just a preview. First, I'm gonna go to a dome and see if our math is correct. And yeah, the thing... I'm saying this at the end of a Riven video. The thing is, take the water, Fen. You gotta go, like, Jules, what's his face, from Pulp Fiction every time you take a drink of water. That hit the spot. Is that, I just want to say things and be heard, kind of. And so that's why it's sort of, I always end up playing Thief because everybody watches Thief and I'll be heard and everyone will hear my silly rantings. And I guess stuff that takes me a lot of work and that people don't hear my silly rantings in it, I'm just like, it's harder to, I don't know, it's a cruel thing, but it's kind of how I feel sometimes. But nevertheless, Riven is great and I'm going completely the wrong direction. I'm also sometimes afraid that how I'm going to come on. There's nothing weird about this scene either, by the way, just to remind you about that. Because sometimes I come off rude or whatever, at least I did when I was a kid, and I'm just worried I will all the time. I think it's here. Yeah, is that water or, like, you know, or haze? It's haze, it's gloop, it's radioactive muck, whatever. And without realizing it, I would constantly do that. And then I was always made to apologize to people, and I wasn't told what I was supposed to be apologizing for, and I didn't know. And that was the thing. But yeah, enough woe is me talk. So if I ever say something that sounds shitty just like I probably didn't mean to, but that all depends on your patience with me, I guess. Oh yeah, you do turn, but only when you go up. Okay, so this is kind of like that thing in Mist, the Channelwood Age. In one of my songs off of some crappy old album, I said Channelwood Park at one point. Because, wait, is that the elevator? Wait. Why is this the elevator? How come I always get turned around? Oh, I know why. Because when you turn around 180, there's supposed to be the hand cursor that looks like the 180 hand cursor. This isn't, so I think it's turning me around to like... What? There's the elevator. No. Something's weird with this spot. Let me just try to figure out what it... Because this is turning me to the right place. But sometimes not. That is odd. But anyways, the dome. Pretty sure I was saying something. Don't remember what it was. Whatever. So if our code is correct, then it will be 11, 12, 15, 16, and 24. So I think there's 25 of these. It's kind of like the lost numbers. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 15, and 16. And this. This should be right if I'm right. Oh yeah. I did good math! I did good math! Are you proud of me? We're sorry, yeah. Dude, this is amazing. This is also just glorious. Like, it's so beautiful, there's no reason for it, but it's just great. And the thing about this game with the slideshow nature is that they can frame things perfectly. Oh yeah, and the dome is just a spinning. So there's this button there you can click. But we still don't have power. We're inside and we're spinning, but we haven't got power. So we are still, you know, blocked. I can't bring myself to say cock-blocked in Riven. We cannot talk about male roosters as opposed to female roosters in Riven, okay? However, if you can see, if the video quality lets you see, the shadows kind of pop down. That's like a glitch. I remember that. Even right from when I was a kid, I was just like, oh, the shadows are popping down. So, we still can't do nothing about that. Oh, and I guess that dome spinning sound kind of still happened. So now, I guess I should probably just really end it here. Let's try out zip mode, you know? Let's just try and see. Because I can't exactly remember what it... Oh, really? You just zipped me there? Really? Wow! Zip mode! No, you guys are gonna watch this realistic elevator over and over and over! But what I was hoping to use zip mode for, is, I should just take the minecart back from Boiler Island. Just to, like, just to see how it is, man. That sounds like a good idea to do right at the end of this video, right? Whatever. So, zip mode kind of... Yeah, that's, like, not useful at all. Doesn't it zip you properly, like, across to... Like, I don't need to be zipped 3 steps, okay? I mean, I'm thinking... Okay, I don't want to go to Boiler Island. Where do I want to go? I want to go back to the village. Again. Back in the village, and back in the village, and back in the village. Okay, so you'd think if I clicked here, it would just take me straight to the village, but no, it just takes me 2 more steps to there. Ugh. Whatever. God damn, I just want to be here in real life. Temporarily, that is. Hey, let's listen to this nice sound again. It should be disgusting, because it's like a drain sound, but this one's just cute for some reason. If you get what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Yeah, well. Did I mention the music in this game is freaking fantastic, and is created by blowing through a tube and playing a keyboard and maybe other stuff? Oh. Yeah, let's turn zip mode off since I'm now where I want to be anyway, and I don't want to just, like, have it go all weird and stuff. So, next time... Oh. We go to Music Heaven. Oh. Music Heaven. See you then, beautiful persons.